Hi, everyone. Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins looking at, as I move my microphone, a good chance for snowfall. Again, this has been a really boring winter season until recently. The last week or so has really been pushing the envelope when it comes to snowfall over and over and over again. It seems like one right after another, and we're continuing that trend Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of this week. So, going to jump right into it. This is what Stormcast has for us through Monday. Now, we have winter weather advisories through a good portion of the state, and snowfall potential, I think, is going to be highest from the Panhandle into parts of northwest Nebraska and maybe even central Nebraska. So this area right here, you'll notice, has the snow first. Okay, remember that. Now this is through Sunday night into Monday, already seeing a good swath of snow, and then as we push forward, that all moves east. But this right here is through the overnight, and then so watch these two circled areas. Notice the snow comes back by late Monday morning into Monday afternoon for western Nebraska in that first circled spot. So I think the potential for more snow will be in the western half of the state because it gets a couple of different rounds. Eastern Nebraska, through at least Monday night, doesn't see as much. So keep that in mind when I show you my eventual snowfall potential, my map. I'm going to show you the models first, what they're saying, kind of go through those, what I think is right, what I think might be wrong. And then I'll show you my snowfall forecast at the end, so stay tuned for that. And then we'll talk kind of more about this stormcast, what this means for Monday. There's more snow possible through Tuesday, so this may not be it. So it is worth your time, I think, to subscribe to my channel so that you know when I do updates like this, because I don't do them just at work. Sometimes I do them at home if I think it's necessary. Like it's Sunday morning. I'm in my kitchen right now, for goodness sakes, and I think it's important enough that you know what's going on. So it would be awesome if you subscribe and like and comment. And if you have questions, I answer them quickly. And this is the first place I usually go when I'm recording things for social media. So if you subscribe to this channel, you're one of the first ones to know what's going on. So here we go. This is model number one, just to kind of set the stage, a solid swath of precipitation. And you'll see this area will consistently, in most of the models, that area is where the heavier snowfall goes through Monday night. Now, again, I can't stress this enough. Tuesday has a chance for snow too. So I'm going to show you some models at the end that include that snowfall on Tuesday. But this is just through Monday night, and we'll talk about Tuesday when we get closer to that. But heavier snowfall from Grand Island north and west into the Panhandle, and then lighter amounts on the edges. So that's model 1. Model 1.2, which is the same model, just a different version of it. It slides that swath just a little bit further east. Again, you have this area right here that has the higher snowfall totals, but this one pushes it east just a little bit further. And then on the edges, a couple inches over here, a couple of inches over here. But that swath right down the middle, consistently been seeing models saying right down the middle from northwest Nebraska into central Nebraska, and some models pull it as far southeast as Lincoln and Beatrice. So model number 2, this is Sunday night. Notice that swath right down the middle, consistently seeing that. If I was just to take the numbers away, so you can't even see the numbers, you would see that darker blue right down the middle from northwest Nebraska into southeast Nebraska over and over again. And as a meteorologist, you're like, okay, that makes sense. When more models over and over again are saying that same area, that's where you're going to see the heavier snowfall. Now, I will say this is one of those light and fluffy ones because it's going to be cold. We're talking temperatures that may struggle to get out of the single digits or above zero in some spots. Excuse me. So that is something to keep in mind because it is going to be windy. Not really windy, but it's going to be windy. So some of this snow is going to blow around. Model number 3, a little different, but it does keep the heavier snowfall in that area in northwest Nebraska, and then lesser amounts over here. So while it doesn't have that swath down the middle, it does have that angle, though. It has from northwest to southeast. You can see that swath like that, but it doesn't have the swath down the middle. It just has the higher snow west and the lesser amounts east, which, that for all intents and purposes basically is what we've been seeing from those previous models. Now the model number 4 and beyond, we're starting to get into the short range models, which they don't go as far out, but they show you like a better, more detail. And it's saying the same thing. You're seeing that kind of that swath down the middle right there. And then the further north and the further south you go, the lesser amount. So this is taking aim basically right across Nebraska, and the heavier amounts in the western half of the state. So we're talking, we've done 4 models now, and one of them has 2 of them, so that's 5 models. They're all basically saying the same thing. Amounts vary just a little bit, but so far what we've been seeing is this area has like 2 to 4, and this area over here basically doing the 4 to 6. That's what I've been seeing from every single model. Let's look at a little bit wider view, and I'm going to go a little further out on this one because this is the graph. The 4 kilometer goes a little bit more into detail, has that swath right down the middle. So you're just kind of basically going like this. Now I'm going to show you Tuesday. This is interesting. Look at southern Missouri and southeastern Kansas. That's a foot to a foot and a half of snow. This is the area I'm talking about right here. Wow. Now this is through Tuesday night, so still some time to figure that one out, but that's a lot of snow going on down there. That's pretty incredible. Okay, now moving forward to the NAM. This is this is more of a mid-range model. It's also showing that swath from Rapid City all the way through Kansas City. Let's go out through Tuesday. It's also showing that huge area of snow right there. Wow. So southeast Kansas and southwest Missouri may get pummeled by heavy snowfall. That's 2 models showing through Tuesday night a solid swath of snow. And, we're no slouch either. You're looking at anywhere from 2 to 4, maybe up to 6 inches of snow. So what am I saying? This is my forecast. It's a light and fluffy snow, so dry air is going to be an issue. Oh, you know what I did? I didn't fix that best chance right there. Shouldn't be on there. Forgot to fix that. Anyway, 4 to 6 inches for central and northwest Nebraska, and you're looking at southeast Nebraska, like 2 to 4 inches. So like and subscribe. That way when I do updates, you'll know when they happen. And I love to answer your questions on YouTube, and it's becoming one of my favorite social media platforms. So thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time.